If there were a poll for best English king, Richard the Leeuwenhart here would probably come out somewhere near the top, if not top. Heroic, virtuous and Christian. That's how I was taught to regard him at school. And it's how the Victorians who put up this statue to him outside the House of Commons saw him. But was he a good King of England? Richard the Leeuwenhart was a Frenchman. He was born in Oxford, but he was brought up in Poitiers, in the court of his formidable mother, Eleanor of Aquitaine. Richard became Duke of the region, and according to the chronicles, the great nobles of Aquitaine hated him because of his great cruelty. He carried off his subjects' wives, daughters, and kinswomen, and made them his concubines. That didn't stop him being crowned King of England in Westminster Abbey in September 1189. He'd fought his father, King Henry II, and seen off his brother John to get the English throne. But actually, he detested the place. At his coronation, the London Jews arrived bearing valuable gifts, but they weren't allowed in. Instead, they were beaten up and there were anti-Jewish riots. Well, Richard must have been furious. After all, his only reason for being King of England was how much he could make out of it. He had an agenda, and it wasn't governing some godforsaken island full of sheep where it rained all the time. Richard was much more interested in what was going on a few thousand miles away. Saladin had just recaptured Jerusalem from the Christians, and Crusade fever was sweeping Europe. It was Richard's chance to shine. The battlefield was where Richard was in his element. He thought fighting was fun. For example, when he went on honeymoon, he took his bride to Cyprus, not for the sun and sex, but for the slaughtering, ravaging and pillaging. A crusade to Richard was like a sweet shop to a kiddie. And since it was warfare on behalf of the church, no one could complain about the expense. And expensive it certainly was. His only interest in England was to use it as